me. I know you mentioned that there's some potential places for some savings. There's also obviously some potentials for overages. Is there any sort of process we can go through in the short term to identify those possibilities on each side, kind of figure out how we can mitigate that risk? I know we're still looking probably at an open checkbook, but I would feel better taking a look at those possible overages.
I can share with you what so I'm a little nervous to do this, and I'll tell you why.
Well, I wasn't going to ask you to do it right now.
Well, it won't take me but a couple minutes to give you some insight. But I want to be really clear about this. This insight is not a guarantee, and this insight will not de-obligate you from the agreement.
Understood.
And so I always am a little worried about that discussion. So at this point, it appears the solution for the westbound on-ramp is going to be cheaper than we had budgeted by a fair amount. There's also a conversation that will eventually come back to you about if the city brings right-of-way to the table in city's hands, we're going to value that against your $6 million. Okay, those two things I know are out there and are working pretty well in your favor. So there's quite a bit of buffer in that. I also know, so DOT does this a lot. We play this game a lot. We also think in terms of decades, so we often have money laying around for a long time, or projects and scopes laying around for a long time. This one had a little extra in it because we weren't sure how it was going to go. And we do that sometimes when we think it's going to be laying around, because what happens to us is somebody pulls it off and runs with a number 10 years later, and it's not a good number. So we were hoping that we had, a little extra in this. Having said that, like I said, that gives me some comfort. I've looked at that enough to know that there's some real money there. It doesn't change the fact that we find a nuclear plant in the bottom of the bridge, okay, and you sign an agreement, you're going to be in the hook.
Yeah. So catastrophic issues aside, and like you said, it's a challenging bidding time. Aside from those, based on your experience, what are usually the top overages that you kind of run into in a project like this?
So, and Scott and I can join me, because we used to work together on this stuff, but underground is always a concern. You don't know what's there, and you don't know what it costs you to mitigate it. There is a gas line in the right-of-way that is a big unknown. Gas lines are very difficult to deal with. So those are the kinds of things that I would assess as a negative risk to the contract.
But manageable.
Well, we don't know what they cost.